Hey, what's up? That's the first time me doing a video and driving. Of course, I'm gonna be looking at the road, so don't worry. Get ready to hit a stop sign. But I wanted to tell you all, I really appreciate the response that I'm getting from my videos. The online support has been so overwhelming. I mean, it's really helping our little business out. We are getting the products out in a timely manner. I don't think we had any complaints on that so far, and we have been getting them out really good. This is, it's been really great for us. We thank you all for trusting us, and we're going to continue to put out these great products. And once you all get the products and use them and give them some time to work, you will see a big difference in your life. I always promote eating healthy and drinking plenty of water. It's probably something I should have did when I left the shop. Throat's a little dry. I should have got some of my alkaline water. That's one thing I don't promote yet because I'm not able to ship it yet. But I am going to be working on shipping my teas out. My whole body cleanse tea in a liquid gallon. Right now I got it where you can buy it and make it yourself. But I'm going to make it where we be able to ship the whole gallon one day. So it's coming. That's coming. But right now we got to do the basics. And we got to get y'all this great product. Some people ask, Health Daddy, how did you do this? How do you get to do this? How do you get to doing this? Sorry. Well, if you read my little story I put on my page, on my website, it's for real. About 15 years ago, I had really bad problems with health. And I kept going back and forth to the doctor, and what was going on with me, they couldn't find it on x-rays and whatever tests they did on me. So they had to, pretty much blow me off. I was going so much, they kind of thought I was crazy. Does that sound familiar? They thought I was crazy because I knew it was something going on with me, and they couldn't detect what was wrong with me through their sources of diagnosing me. So it was a challenge. I mean, it really was. But I end up, some woke me up in the middle of the night and said, you know what, you got to take control of your own health. And I've been doing it ever since. Now, what I did was, I got these books. The first book I got, believe it or not, was Kevin Trudeau. I don't know if you remember that name. That was the Hooked on Phonics guy. He had a book out called Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About. Now, at first I blew the book off. I said, man, that's crazy or whatever. I'm going to waste my money. But it had gotten so bad, I said, okay. My health had gotten so bad, I said, okay, I'm going to see what he's talking about. And then I had came across something that said, how would you like to heal without drugs or surgery? So that caught my attention. And I was kind of like, where do I sign up? And then I ran into this book, the Kevin Trudeau book. So when I started to read that book, there was an eye-opening for me. It just got to start, you got to read it yourself. It just start telling you about all the things that go on in this world and how, certain things are being kept from you. in his opinion. And, you know, it was just eye-opening. So there was a book, that's a book I would recommend. It's an older book now, but I don't even know if you can find it. But, yeah, I kind of started there, started reading. And then I went and bought a book, a real thick book. I'll show you that one day. I'll show y'all that one day. A real thick book that it had vitamins from A to Z or something like that. And I started with vitamin A. And I read all the way to Z. And I'm telling you, I read what every vitamin did for the body and why it was needed. Like vitamin A is good for eyesight. And your orange, you know, like Fitzsimmons, the orange fruits and vegetables are pretty much can be your vitamin A vegetables. I'm gonna tell you, carrots, orange carrots. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of orange carrots, but you know, I do okay with the purple carrots, the hybrid carrots. I mean, yeah, the heirloom carrots. I'm sorry. So I am a fan of those, but I don't even really eat carrots because they got a lot of sugar in them. But I'm just saying. But I want to come on here and say, you know, I really thank you all for supporting me. It's been really nice. And yeah, when I started my journey from A to Z, you know, getting what vitamin does what from A to Z, that opened my eyes up too. So imagine learning what all vitamins you need, where they come from. And I didn't find out everything right there. That was just an eye-opening experience in that book. What ended up happening to me, I ended up going to this colon hydrotherapy guy because I was always constipated. Colon hydrotherapy is colonics. It's where they flush the water in you and it comes out of you, goes up in you, you release, goes up in you, release. And you do that for about 45 minutes on this table that has the butt out of it. And it was very satisfying because I was always constipated. So you could imagine the stuff that came out of me. It was disgusting. Okay? Then he said that he did some kind of test on me, and he said I had a parasite worm infection in my stomach. And I believed him because my symptoms was, and my symptoms, now I'm not a doctor and I'm not diagnosing people with anything. You know, you go see your doctor for these type of things. Doctors have a stool sample to see if you have parasites and worms. They didn't test me for that when I was going back and forth. So I ended up having this parasite and worm infection. The symptoms was sometimes I would have a little diarrhea, but most of the time, 90% of the time, I was constipated. I never went to the restroom. And when I found him, and once I started to read up more about it, they said you should keep doing those twice. When you go, you want to do two. You want to do one day and then come back the next day. So I did that, and I did that for about 20 weeks. And the fact that the guy was in another state, he was in Indianapolis, I kept having to ride up there every weekend. So I did that. And I'm telling you, it was a relief for me. The stress, it was relieving stress. I was getting all that caked on stuff that's been in my colon forever. But I'm giving you a brief description of what was going on with me. I mean, it's more to the story. A lot of people say I should write a book. I kind of skipped over some things when I finally got into hydrocolon therapy. I skipped over some things because I had started going to the health stores and stuff. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk about that later. The health stores, the so-called health stores that I used to go to, and I still do here and there, but I don't get products from them because I got my own products. I was just not healing when I was taking their products. It was something that it just wasn't right. So I had to continue to look and research, and I found out why those products wasn't working as well. So, I had to make a change. But I eventually found some people who knew what they were talking about and told me, Frank, you have to find plants. You have to do plants. Plants never stop working. And they were true. What they said was true. The plants never stop working. I've been using them for 15 years. I've been using them ever since. And that's why, when people say, is it safe and all that, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been having my store for 10. But I've been into health and taking herbals for 15 years. And it's a difference between herbals, plant herbs, and synthetics. It's a difference. So I will teach you that in a journey going forward. Okay? Now, if you want to hear more of my story and what's going on and maybe help you in health, like and subscribe to my channel. And also, you want to get on there for, sometimes I might have sales. I can't have them all the time, but sometimes I'm going to have a pop-up sale or something where you can get a really nice amount of money off my products. I've known to run 50% off sales. For my great product, that's a heck of a discount, 50% off. But I only do it for a short time because I can't hardly afford to do that. But I just want to reward people who come and sign up to my YouTube page and people who just kind of follow me. I got so much to tell. And people ask why are you, why are people drawn to you so much? What is making them come and trust you and want to buy your products? And I tell them, and no shame in my game. I'm gonna tell you, it's my aura. It's my aura. If you haven't heard of an aura, look it up. It's like a force field around you. And this may sound crazy, but that's okay. You don't see it with the naked eye, but it's there. And that's why you, kind of attract them up to my videos, to kind of trust me from what I'm saying. And reason why my aura is out there is because I don't use any animal products on my skin, and soaps, lotions, none of that. I use all plant-based products. I don't put any perfume or colognes on myself. And by that, my aura is out there. It's, you can see, you can feel pretty much through this screen who I am. I'm not lying to you. I have no reason to do that, for one. I mean, I know it's some scams out there and everything. But that's why you have trust in me, and I'm glad for that, because of my aura, my attraction. And I'm going to be talking about things like that later. That's why I tell ladies and men, sometimes if you wear those perfume and colognes, especially those mainstream ones, you could, be wearing that stuff and blocking your aura. And the person who's supposed to be your soulmate, you might miss out, because you're not out there in nature like you should be. Suppose you ladies, you meet a guy and he's got on this perfume, cologne, and it has all kind of chemicals in it, but you love the smell. So you meet him and you're like, he smells so good. He smells so good. Well, could you be attracted to that cologne? Could you be attracted to that scent? Could you be attracted to those chemicals? I'm going to tell you about a story, not today, but I'm going to tell you about a story of what happened to me. And I don't do them chemicals, and when they get in my body, it just wreaks havoc. But just think, if you with that man for months, and 6 months later you find that you're not as attracted to him as you was, it could be because maybe he changed his cologne. Maybe he ran out of the cologne that he had on with the night you met him. He might have ran out of that and switched to another cologne. And then you sitting there wondering why, as you go on, why am I not attracted to him like I used to? Why does he not give me that sensation like he used to? Well, it could be because you was attracted to them chemicals. I kid you not. They are making these kind of things these days. You could have been attracted to that smell, that scent. And when that scent is no longer there, and you really get to know the person, that might not be the one that you are looking for. And it's funny because you could meet him and he was, after a month or so, he's an asshole. But you stayed with him because it's just some kind of attraction. And, but he always wore that cologne. So you could have been attracted to them chemicals is what I'm saying. And once he stopped wearing that cologne, you started to look past that and you see the guy that he actually is. And that might not be, turn out to be a good situation. So that's why I say, if you're going to do anything like that, if you like them smells, do plant-based smells. You have different plants out there. You have lemongrass, you have chamomile, you have lavender. You have your different scents in nature. And that'll give you more of a natural thing, I know it might not sound too bright to you, but more and more you get into health, you'll understand what I'm saying. Now, I know a brother who do sell good oils. So shout out to Jermaine at Matters of the Heart. He sell really good oils. But if you want to meet somebody, you want to meet the true person, make sure they don't have any sense. If you're going out on a date or something like that, say, don't wear no cologne. You tell her, don't wear no perfume. Don't do no animal soaps. Let's do soaps without fragrances in it. Try that. Don't have no plug-ins in your car or incense or any of that. Get attracted to the person. You might have better success with that. But I'm going to end this video right now because I'm going to go in here and get me some baba ganoush. And I might get a little hummus. I don't know. So I will be talking. And if you like and subscribe to my channel, I will get in depth on a lot of things that I've been through in my last 15 years. You're not going to believe the journey I've been on. I opened my store 10 years ago. Nobody came in. Nobody came in. Could you imagine talking about vegan 15 years ago? People thought I was crazy. Vegan? What the hell? What's wrong with you? You don't eat on me? Nah. But healthdailywire.net. Go there, shop my products. You're going to be amazed at how you feel once you start doing my products. I only use my products on my skin, plant-based products. And fellas, you don't need all that fancy stuff. In my opinion, you don't need it. Shampoo, conditioner, all that. I have one soap that can do your head, from your head to your toes. You don't need all that fancy stuff. And then you need to moisturize with products that you can eat, in a sense. You don't want to put anything on your skin that you can't ingest. And I have plenty of those products, and that's what I was talking about. That's why my aura shines. You know, this might sound like some conceited shit, but I don't care what it sounds like. That's why you trust me. That's why you're getting good vibes with me, and you know I'm going to do the right thing. You know I'm going to do the right thing by you. You know my products are going to be good because you like my aura. You like, what you see, what you hear, and you know I'm telling the truth. Because when I talk about them products, them herbs, all you got to do is look them up. All you have to do is look them up, and you will see. Okay? But with that said, I got to go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I got many more. All right. Have a good one.